What's up everybody, it's Peter from Revved Up Knowledge. It's been a while since I made a video, but finally got something out. We are working on a 2013 Range Rover Evoque, and I'll show you what we'll be changing. This piece right here. If you don't know what it is, it's the harmonic balancer. And I'll show you the process without any crazy special tools or anything like that. All right, first step, we're gonna jack up the car so we can remove the wheel, because it's going to be a lot easier, and we're going to jack up the passenger side. Next, take the wheels off. 21 millimeter and your choice of impact gun. All right, next step is to remove this cover. Couple screws, couple clips. There should be some here. This piece you would have to pop out. Just, I think there's one screw or a clip right here, plastic clip. These are plastic nuts. There should be three, 1, 2, and one right here, 3. There's one up top, if you can kind of see it. And then I believe down here, one or two Phillips screws. All right, as you can see, we got the cover off, and now this is exposed. See, this is what happened. The rubber insulation or whatever dampening part of it came off of the pulley itself, so that's what we're going to be replacing. The next thing we're going to do is take this cover off. All you got to do is pop it up, move it out the way. And the next thing we're going to do is take the ignition coil on cylinder 1 off, and also take the spark plug off. The reason for it is to put the motor on top dead center. The bolt is 8 millimeter. This is kind of in the way. You can move it away if you want to.
So just popping it off.
That way you have some room. Remove the coil. You don't have to unplug it. Set it out the way. Next step is to remove the spark plug. Now what we're gonna want to do is, I don't have a long enough screwdriver here, but I do have my magnet. What we're gonna do is feed it down through the cylinder. So that way, when we spin the crank, we can see if the piston's on top dead center. All right, now we're at the bottom again, and before we loosen this crank bolt, you're gonna want to turn it. Okay, it's a 21 millimeter. We're gonna want to turn it by hand to reach top dead center or close to it. And usually, if this was set correctly, there should be a mark on the crank. Let me see if the maybe the new one, I can show it better on the new one. See that there in that dot? That's TDC. And usually it should be around, let me turn off this little light. It should be close to this crank sensor here. And on this one I found it earlier. You see that dot right there? That's where we're gonna try and aim that dot to, is basically center line with this crank sensor. All right, I got my ratchet set up with an extension, and we're gonna turn this clockwise. Now, as we turn it clockwise, since it's pretty close, I marked it with a red paint marker. Since we're close here, we're just gonna do it very slowly. And at the same time, we're gonna watch this. It should go up a little bit and peek out. All right, I kind of marked the paint a little bit just so you can see it move up and down. All right, it's starting to top off, I believe. Pretty close. Now we're gonna go back down here and check. And as you can see, maybe the mark is basically right in the center of that crank sensor. Before removing the crank bolt, I made 2 marks up here just for reference to see if the crank moved or not. All right, now we got the 21 on the impact, and we are going to hold as best as we can. Maybe zoom, or actually let me focus. There we go. We're here. And it just slips off. Make sure, you see that? Make sure that doesn't fall off. Because that is it's like a lock washer basically. All right, I marked that same one. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to see just because this is there. As you can see, it's kind of more like that. So I marked the actual tooth itself right in front of that dot too. So now to put it back, slip it on. This is how it kind of looks by eye. So you kind of gotta go on this side. So that's why I marked the tooth itself and not just the dot. And that's pretty much where it was. I made a couple marks earlier up here, just in case if the piston moved or the crank moved, you're gonna tell if it did or not. But it didn't move, so now we're gonna put the bolt back on and tighten it. Same thing, now we're shooting back in. Hold it as close as possible. And now you got your new harmonic bouncer back on. And now to install the belt. All right, on the tensioner itself, it uses a 1/2 inch drive basically. And then you turn it counterclockwise, which is like pretty much loosening. That way you can do that and then slip on your belt. All right, we got the belt back on. Now we just got to put our spark plug coil back on and the cover. And if you ran it without the battery might have been drained, so you might have to charge it or jump it. Car's on. Timing is great still for the crank sensor. And there you go, you're back on the road. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and leave a comment. Peace.